Alright, get ready because today we're diving headfirst into one of the most intense, mind-bending episodes of To Be Hero X so far. Episode 22 isn't just another flashy fight between super-powered pretty boys. This is where the glittering hero facade gets ripped apart, where hope and ambition crash into envy and fear, and where our main players have to decide who they really are beyond the cheers of the crowd. It's heroism twisted. If you thought you understood who the good guys were, this story will have you doubting everything. Stick tight, because we're breaking down every plot twist, every emotional gut punch, and that jaw-dropping ending. So, where does episode 22 kick off? The story immediately sets a heavy mood, dropping some major backstory bombs. The Commission, the authority overseeing the ranking battles, wasn't always part of this world. Its origin is tied directly to a dark time known as Downfall, a catastrophic war where all the heroes had to unite to beat one giant monster. But here's the real curveball: that monster wasn't some soulless creature, but Zero, once a savior who bore the weight of everyone's hopes. Zero didn't start as an evil villain. He was worshipped, loved, turned into a god in the public's eyes. But, as episode 22 makes painfully clear, those songs of praise carried hidden poison, envy, suspicion, and fear. He took on more than anyone could handle and eventually broke under the pressure, setting the stage for this cutthroat hero society. This lesson becomes the emotional backdrop for everything that follows. The action then jumps to the present, dropping us into the frenzied battle royale, where every hero is desperate to climb into the top rankings and snare the coveted title of Etch. There's Rock, scheming hard after the Ruins incident, choosing to bet big on Dragon Boy, now ranked 12th. Dragon Boy's a fan favorite and the underdog, but he's become a chess piece for the bigger players. Hero Smile, another contender, is targeted for sniping, and the one pulling strings in the shadows wants to use conflict, fear, and pain to manipulate the outcome. Their plan: wait for the clash between Dragon Boy and Hero Smile, then inject fear into whoever wins, and crush them, letting their defeat serve as a stepping stone to glory. It's not heroism, it's a cold, calculated game. In the heat of this setup, we see Nice, another top hero, hesitating as everything unfolds around him. There's temptation, the promise of a spot in the top 10 if he betrays his principles. Rock and others taunt him, pushing him to stab his old friends in the back. But there's also real doubt, questions about what it means to be a hero. Is it belief? Is it power or popularity? Even as the crowd starts chanting Nice's name. The manipulator behind the scenes reminds us that Nice's perfect public image was built out of fear, not true heroism. The illusion was fabricated for social control, not justice. Then comes one of the most bizarre, unsettling scenes. The fans go wild, swooning over Nice, worshipping every move, every fake smile. It's not just admiration. The manipulator gloats, accusing Nice of benefiting from this fake reality. But Nice fires back, in more ways than one. He reveals his power. Any damage done to him can be instantly returned, doubled, including fear. When the plotters try to break Nice by smothering him in anxiety and self-doubt, he flips it back with staggering intensity, forcing his enemies to taste the agony they tried to inflict. Suddenly, the victim becomes the punisher. In the chaos, Dragon Boy gets sucked into a brutal, no-holds-barred fight. The crowd is screaming, divided. Some root for Nice, blinded by his looks. Others call for Dragon Boy to destroy him. The crowd's mood flips in an instant, showing how public opinion is dangerously fickle. People who loved nice minutes before now cry for vengeance when he stops playing by their rules. The message here is sharp. Hero worship is shallow and can mutate into hate at the drop of a hat. Just when it looks like things are about to spiral completely out of control, Dragon Boy is knocked down, battered, struggling to rise against relentless pain. An even bigger twist hits. X suddenly appears, the ultimate top-tier hero, adding fuel to the fire. The crowd erupts at the sight of X, some even calling him a literal god. But X isn't here for applause. He's working overtime, tired, and almost grumpy from having to clean up everyone's messes. When one of the heroes gets chucked into a river, X brushes it off with sheer casual power. In a flash, he controls the field. Both the viewing masses and the fighting heroes are left in awe. But the ending flips everything again. X isn't just breaking up the fight. X has a personal agenda, and in his words, now he's caught you. It's left ambiguous whether that means X has trapped the manipulator, made a tactical arrest, or simply forced the other players to reveal their true colors. The episode ends with X standing over the defeated heroes, leaving us with the question, was X saving the day, or cementing his dominance using everyone else's pain and confusion? Throughout the episode, the action is frenetic, but the emotional content runs even deeper. Every character is forced to confront what heroism means to them. Is it just chasing popularity? Is the adoration of crowds worth the weight of envy and suspicion? The manipulation of public perception, using media, charisma, and literally magic powers, proves that being a perfect hero comes with a price tag. You're never really seen for who you are. People's cheers come loaded with expectations, and those expectations can be as destructive as any physical attack. Zero fell under their weight. Will nice Dragon Boy or even X manage to survive? In summary, episode 22 of To Be Hero X is much more than a superhuman brawl. It's a mirror held up to our obsession with fame and perfection. The battle royale is both physical and psychological, exposing the fragile line between genuine heroism and empty popularity. We see how fear can be weaponized, how believers can turn into critics overnight, and how every hero's strength is tested on the battlefield of public opinion as much as in hand-to-hand combat. The final arrival of X teases even greater stakes for the episodes to come. He isn't just the top hero, but perhaps the final judge in this deep and twisting morality play. And that's a wrap on tonight's deep dive. I want to know what you thought about this episode. Did X save the day, or just manipulate everyone? Were you rooting for nice Dragon Boy, or someone else? Drop your reactions and predictions in the comments below. If you love these breakdowns, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this video with your fellow To Be Hero fans, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next recap.